Hi there, today I'm going to teach you how to make this really adorable mug using the pillow boxes from the Big Shot. Okay, first we're going to start with 3 of the pillow boxes from the die for the Big Shot. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere some sticky strip to the ends. And you can see there's a little flap there that we're going to want to put this on. So, and we'll do that for all of the pieces. And this will be the last one. Okay, the next what we want to do is we want to attach all of our pieces together. So we're going to line them up and attach them all together. So, and you'll see that your ends will line up, scallop. You have the upward scallop, downward scallop, upward scallop, and you want to have that piece or that pattern through all 3 pieces that you attach together to put this together. So, and just kind of make sure you line up your ends the best that you can so they're pretty even. Now, we need to decide what's going to be the top and the bottom. For the bottom, what we want to do is, you'll see this score line here. We're going to cut off the actual flap that would have closed the box had you put the pillow box together for a pillow box. So right where that line is, you want to go around and cut all of those pieces off. And I'm trying to make sure that I stay in the camera for you here so you can see what I'm doing. So you want your edge or your bottom to have the exact same edge all the way around. Now for the top, what we want to do is we want to cut off the piece, and I don't know if you can see that fold there, but we want to cut that off and so that these all have the same top to them. So I'm just going to fold mine over, and I'm going to use that as my guide, and I'm going to remove that edge. And I'm going to do the same with this one and kind of line it up the best that I can. And that one might not work so good. Let's try if I move him over. Okay, and again, I'm going to remove that edge. And you can do this, whatever works easier for you, before you put it together, after you put it, together, whatever works for you is best. So you can see the top of my mug will all be the same too. So now I want to go ahead and put this together. So I'm going to remove that next piece of sticky strip and bring my piece around, and again, lining up my edges the best that I can. And this is going to have a little bit of an awkward shape, but as we start to add the other pieces on, it will take on its shape a lot better. Okay? So next, you want to take a plain coaster or a coaster that will match the paper that you have. If you can't find them plain, and you can't always find them plain, what you can do is take one that may have a pattern on it, add some adhesive, and I can show you as an example. Say this had a pattern on it. Just put some adhesive on it, and then take a piece of designer series paper or something that will go along. Lay that down. And remember, this is only if you have a pattern or if you want to add a pattern onto your coaster to dress it up. And just follow the edges around the best that you can. And there you go. So it will match. Okay. Now I have 3 strips here that are cut at 1 inch by 5, and I have scored on each end of each piece at the 1/2 inch mark. And everywhere that I have the 1/2 inch mark, I'm going to apply some sticky strip so that this is going to be a part of our base inside our cup, and we want something strong that's going to adhere and keep the piece together. So I would recommend if when you do this part, you definitely use some kind of a strong adhesive like sticky strip so it doesn't fall apart when you hand it out as your gift. Okay, I probably should have done this not to waste some time. So I've got all 3 pieces now that have sticky strip on the bottom, and I'm going to remove the tabs. Now remember, we have a top and a bottom on our mug, so you want to remember when you're doing this. And you're going to flip it over, and what you want to do is where the 1/2 inch mark is, adhere that into your mug. And this is going to kind of start forming our base. And then I'm going to take the next one and do the same thing. Remove the edges. Let me bring this in here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put that piece in there. Apply the tabs. Okay, and then I'm going to need one more. Okay, and our final piece, I'm going to go ahead, put that in there. Okay, so now we have a support system inside our mug, and we're going to take that coaster that we did and we're going to put that inside. And as you can see, it's starting to look more like a mug. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to take another strip that I had cut, and this is roughly like 1.5 by 7, and I'm going to use this for my handle. And I used the same designer series paper, and I'm going to put some snail on there, and where I think that the handle should be, I'm going to go ahead and attach that. And again, I scored that with the at the 1/2 inch, so just something to give me a little handle there to make it look more like a mug. And then your mug is pretty much ready. I'm going to put some filler in there and put my hot cocoa packet, maybe some marshmallows, and a few candy canes. And I've got a stamp here from the Yummy set I'm going to put onto the front of the mug. And there we go. We've got a cute little Christmas gift for someone. Thanks for stopping by.